Hello, my name is Alex Gothard. I'm a member of Principles in Management with Professor Denise Lafort. I will be analyzing feedback provided by Levi Wright, my manager at Highlands Ranch Community Association Aquatics. We discuss planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, all of which I will be connecting with content from this course. I will show you a section of my interview with Levi, and then I'll provide my assessment afterwards. Alright, can you state your name, your position at the facility, and how many lifeguards you manage?
My name is Levi Wright. I am an aquatic assistant here at Westridge, and I manage about 50 lifeguards.
Fantastic. So at HRCA, I know we have a vision. What is that vision?
So we have a vision, just kind of how we would like ourselves and our employees to be conducted day to day. And that vision is the Falcon philosophy, which is an acronym. And so just an example of what that acronym is the F in Falcon stands for focus. So we want all of our employees to focus on the day-to-day things that happen. So if they encounter an issue, we want them to focus on that issue at hand, not something else, like just everything, all their attention brought to that. Another example is the A in Falcon stands for attitude, and that's just we want our employees and ourselves to be conducting ourselves with good attitude every day, because it really motivates each other and our guests and members.
Awesome. So at HRCA, I know we have SMART goals. What's one thing that we use SMART for?
So kind of one of our SMART goals that we use would be the rescue board, which you might be able to see kind of behind me. And it's just a way of us giving measurable goals and specific goals to our employees of what needs to be done. So we give them 10 audits they need to do, an observation, visual awareness training, audits, whether that's CPR, in the water, on land. So we give them about 10 audits they have to get done every month. And it's all achievable. Everyone gets it done every month, but it's just things that they may encounter in their day-to-day jobs. So they gotta stay fresh on it, and it's something that's done every month. So they have a month to get everything done.
Levi's description of the mnemonic device, which is Falcon, communicates to the employees the objectives to pursue and what to do to achieve those objectives. Some real-life examples of Falcon are F for focus. Lifeguards must maintain a 10-20, which means that they have 10 seconds to be able to identify a guest in distress and 20 seconds to respond to that distress. Another example is A for attitude. Every day, lifeguards must come into work with a positive attitude and treat every guest like they are a member of the family. Levi also discussed SMART goals. The audit board is a great implementation of SMART because we as lifeguards are constantly honing our skills for a possible real life or death situation. Perfecting our techniques are crucial for ensuring the safety of all of our guests. So I know organizing teams are pretty hard. What are some struggles of organizing employees throughout the month and throughout the day?
So we have, having to manage 50 lifeguards, we have 50 different needs, whether that be school, whether that be school or activities, sports, anything, the church. So we have to juggle 50 employees, get them scheduled so that they can be happy, they can be in work at days that they can work and that they're not sacrificing other things. And in day to day we have certain positions that need to be on at certain times, so we have to organize all the lifeguards into a rotation so that they can come to work and they can be organized, they can see, okay, this is where I need to be at a specific time.
How does delegation help you as a manager?
So delegation helps me because a lot of times as a supervisor we get a lot of tasks, certainly more than that I can accomplish myself. So I will pass out some tasks that are achievable for our lifeguard twos, and we'll give them these tasks to do, and they can either choose to do them or they can delegate it out to the lifeguard ones.
Awesome. Is there a chain of command at Westridge?
There is. It definitely starts out with the lifeguards at lifeguard 1. That's when they're first hired. They have a chance to move up to lifeguard 2, which is our more experienced lifeguards. And then we have our aquatic assistants, which is what I am, are assistant facility supervisors. Then my boss, Janice, she's the aquatic coordinator. And then we have a facility supervisor of Westridge, and he's everyone's boss. And then, through the HRCA, the Homeowners Association, we have an operations manager, a general manager, a CEO, and then a board of directors.
Levi said that scheduling employees can be a pain, considering he needs to schedule 9 shifts a day starting at 4:30 a.m. going until 10 p.m. As well as complying with personal schedules, it can be nearly impossible for everyone to get the slot that they want, but is one of the most important parts of Levi's organization. To ensure the safety of our guests, he must always have a certain number of lifeguards on stand at specific times. Lifeguards have a very wide job scope, so it's crucial that some tasks get delegated. Some of the jobs that get delegated are checking on other lifeguards to see if they need anything, organizing chairs, as well as doing chemical checks on the pool. Levi also identified the chain of command, which outlines the Highlands Ranch Community Association's scope of authority. One thing that the Highlands Ranch Community Association can improve on is decentralizing more. Many decisions we as employees make require a great deal of power. It is hard to make our job work efficiently by waiting on decisions from higher in the chain of command. I'm going to move on to leadership. So how do you go about making decisions throughout the day?
So I kind of make decisions based off, when I encounter a problem or something that I need to make a decision for, I try to come up with a solution. And I work on that solution. It might not be the best solution right away, but I'll work on it, figure it out. If it doesn't work out, we learn from our mistakes. We move forward, we come up with another solution.
Fantastic. So motivation can be pretty tricky. How do you keep employees motivated throughout the workday?
So lifeguarding can get pretty tiring, pretty restless. We like to keep our employees motivated by giving them breaks throughout the day. We also motivate them by having fun with them, playing games, giving them popsicles, food at the table, and just kind of just being that smile, making everyone smile, kind of motivates them.
Awesome. And now, how do you connect with employees personally?
So as a lifeguard, we have lots of downtime here, so we give them lots of breaks, which for me is a perfect time to get to know the lifeguards. I like to get to know where they're from, where they go to school, if they go to school, what they're studying, if they're going to go to college, what they're studying there, what kind of sports they like to play. If they have brothers, siblings. I like to get to know the lifeguards. It gives us good mutual respect.
A good leader makes good followers. Levi uses his personal skills to get to know us lifeguards, and therefore that builds a mutual respect between us. So that when Levi tells us guards to do something, we will do it. But the same can happen in return. If one of the guards asks for help, Levi is more than willing to assist us. However, we had another manager who isolated himself from us and never wanted to get to know us. All of his employees did not have any respect for him, and therefore did not follow him as intently. This breakdown in respect led to the manager quitting a few days ago due to his unhappiness. So I'm going to talk about controlling the facility. What kind of culture do you think that we have here at Westridge?
So I definitely think the culture we have here at Westridge is a work hard, play hard type of culture. And that means we like to have fun here. We're big on having fun, but we also take things very seriously.
Fantastic. Can you describe employee performance reviews?
Yeah, so about every year we're required to give out reviews for our employees, and those are just based off things like their job knowledge and ability, whether they know what they need to do when they come to work, their dependability, if they show up to work on time, if they're dependable, if we can depend on them to be there, to work hard every day, their adaptability, whether they can change. They can change with ease to things like if there's a new rule, are they going to be able to enforce that? We also have, we base them off customer service, if they're good at customer service, their productivity, and their safety performance as well.
Fantastic. So I know we follow a strict auditing corrections. So, like, can you describe observations and maybe correcting bad behavior?
Yeah, so we are required to kind of observe the lifeguards every day, make sure they're staying on task. And unfortunately, we do encounter some bad behavior on stand. And the way I kind of like to diffuse that is by pulling them aside and just having a serious conversation with them. Not yelling at them, but getting down to earth and being like, look, this is why we do what we need to do. We love to play here, but we gotta work hard. We gotta take things seriously.
Fantastic. As I have discovered from this interview with Levi, the Highlands Ranch Community Association follows many of the principles that we learned in this course. As I conducted this interview, I noticed many similarities between the Highlands Ranch Community Association and the things we learned. But because of the nature of the work, the Highlands Ranch Community Association took on a unique identity when applying these principles. It has really opened my eyes on a new perspective about how the Highlands Ranch Community Association is run. I truly do love my job, and now that I've completed this course, I now understand the managerial concepts that connect me to my job. Thank you, Professor Lafort, for giving me the toolbox of managerial knowledge to ensure my success in the future.